I'm
Welcome.
Robert,
I'm Tino.
and this is Interesting Finds.
Yep.
Anyway, so right now, this topic, like I just saw this last week. Well, it probably is like a couple of weeks later
Yeah.
because the recording is like
It's all good.
like at the time of this release is many weeks later. But
Yeah.
anyways, I was on the internet and I saw something interesting. In Tokyo,
Yeah.
2 years ago, 2021. Like I was watching a video about Tokyo, Japan. Like I just watching videos, and
Yeah.
I saw that in Tokyo there are some transparent toilets.
Oh, yo. Wait. These are public toilets.
Yeah, public.
Yeah.
Public. Like, and they're transparent, but don't worry, it's not like transparent as you do your thing.
Yeah.
But they say that they have this glass technology. When you lock,
Mhm.
when you do everything proper in your lock, it becomes like opaque, and you cannot see through.
Okay.
But as somebody is seeing through,
Yeah.
is like it becomes like transparent again, so you can actually see what's happening on the inside.
But that's, to me, it just sounds bizarre when you
It
first read
is.
the headline.
It is, man.
Like,
What do you like? If you ever find yourself in Tokyo, Japan, would you ever use it?
I
Or
mean,
should I just read like what other people have already said?
I feel like I would be afraid that opaque technology doesn't work while I'm in there.
And still, I would still feel weird. Like
Yeah.
just knowing, yeah, I would also feel that way that this technology can fail. Like it will just make me remember the many times that technology has failed
Oh yeah.
me
Yeah, like
when
the-
I needed it. So
Yeah.
so this, unless it's like immune.
Yeah.
Hey, so like,
I mean, that would be like the one time.
should I
you
read the article?
Don't want. Yeah, let's
It's
read
like-
some of it.
So it's like saying public toilets around the globe have a reputation of being dark, dirty, and dangerous. So Tokyo recently unveiled. This is in February 2021, by the way. So this has been. I just discovered it. So if you're somebody who knew about this and have some opinions about them, if you are for, against, or you just have opinions that are neither for or against, just please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
So anyways, they're saying that public toilets around the globe have a reputation of being dark, dirty, dangerous. So Tokyo recently unveiled new restrooms in public parks that aim to address these concerns. For one thing, they are brightly lit and colorful. For another, they are transparent. This way, the logic goes, those who need to use them can check out the cleanliness and safety of the stores without having to walk inside or touch a thing. So it's from a hygienic point, I get it. I see a toilet, I see that it's clean from the outside. I
Yeah.
can go in and like do my business. Whereas compared to how public toilets are in most major cities,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't feel hygiene. I try to avoid contact with anything,
Yeah.
and
of
I must
course.
wash my hands in soap and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So okay, this sounds like a good concept from a hygienic perspective.
Okay.
Anyway, and they're like, Japan has long experimented with toilets, resulting in lids that open and close automatically and seats that warm up for winter.
Yo.
But the new stores designed by Shigeru Ban, the Pritzker Prize-winning architect,
Ooh.
made out an opacity changing smart glass that is already used in offices and other buildings to provide privacy when needed. Okay, so this smart glass technology is already in use
Yo.
for like offices. Instead of using blinds, you can just do something,
Yeah.
and then it does this thing. Okay, so the toilets were installed in Japan's capital, which is Tokyo, this month, February 2021 at that time.
Mhm.
And then coinciding with the nationwide campaign to phase out the city's old-fashioned public toilets ahead of the now delayed Summer Olympics. So they are set up in front of a cluster of trees in the Shibuya district. The stores stand out like a Mondrian painting, bearing tinted walls with colors like mango, watermelon, lime, violet, and teal. So when occupied and locked properly, the tinted glass toilet stalls become frosted and opaque. Okay.
Okay.
So when the door is unlocked, an electric current realigns the crystals in the glass to allow more light to pass through. Okay, creating a transparent effect. This is quite good. This is a bit of physics and a bit of like organic chemistry.
Yeah.
Anyways, so light I don't know. I'll read about this technology. This interests me. How exactly it works. And
Yeah,
maybe
that's
I'll
pretty
maybe I'll
interesting,
talk about it on a separate occasion for those of you who are interested in the science.
yeah.
I'll read about it. So, like, the toilets were presented as another futuristic, aesthetically pleasing example of the country's technological advancements. So, reviews were mixed. So, here are some of the reviews. Somebody said, "I'm worried it will become transparent due to a malfunction."
Yep.
We just say that.
We just spoke about that.
Okay, so another person said it will take time to get used to the idea, but they gave it a thumbs up. So, and then somebody else who's a technology worker said that while she normally avoided public toilets, she would be more inclined to use these new ones because they appeared bright and clean. She
Yeah.
says she trusts the science, lady. Anyways, it's a lady.
Yeah.
She trusts the science. And then she said in a phone interview addressing the concerns, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, advocates have long called for the Japanese national government to make brick and mortar toilets in public spaces more appealing and accessible to residents and tourists. So some public toilets in Tokyo, particularly in train stations, like hand soap. And a kindergarten in southern Japan stopped taking children to City Park last year because they were deterred by the flies in the SWAT stores.
Oh my.
So you actually have to swat. There's nothing to actually sit on.
That's insane. That's like very backwards. And
Interesting.
You really wouldn't expect that.
In a place like Japan, which
Yeah.
is like, I see a lot of technology whenever I see something associated with Japan.
Yeah, it's always
Anyways,
like kind of high tech.
Yeah, very high tech, futuristic kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
So now the school opted instead to use a park with a Western style flush toilets. So more than 300 restrooms were refurbished from 2017 to 2019, according to the Japanese Tourism Agency.
Yeah.
Before that, 40% of the public's toilet restroom consisted of SWAT stores rather than the Western style commodes. And the government had sought to phase them out before the Olympics, which have been postponed because of the corona pandemic. But while some appreciated the new toilets' advanced technology, some Tokyo residents say that they were misplaced in exposed public places and were perhaps better suited elsewhere, which I disagree with, because one of the reasons that they put for these toilets is that they are is for their safety, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
And if you look at public toilets in general, where they are situated, and at certain times, they place these toilets like in very busy areas. So
yeah, definitely.
if you think like Tokyo, I don't know, it looks like New York. It looks like it's busy no matter what time of the day it is.
Yeah, it looks pretty
So,
busy.
I think somebody put out a reason. This article, it's not, I don't think it's mentioned in this article. Somebody put out a reason that like for these transparent toilets, like it can make it harder for somebody to attempt rape because you can you can do something for people on the outside to see what's happening to you.
Yeah, like
so it's like
people can see what's happening inside. You can sort of. That's actually a good idea in my view. I understand the logic maybe that they're saying if you can see inside, you're walking past, you see someone is distressed in there, you'll probably try to run in and see what's going on.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyways, so now Ishikawa, like this lady who like she brought out some serious concerns.
Yeah.
Like some valid concerns. She says she is not willing to risk her privacy because somebody wants to make a fancy toilet, right? And then she was concerned that human error would make it too easy for the bathroom users to inadvertently expose themselves. So okay, that's the technology failure thing.
Yeah, of
like
course.
something could happen and
yeah,
people could see all your business while you're trying to do your business.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Insane.
Yeah, so then she goes on to say that they could be waiting for you, but I disagree with this one. Like people could be waiting for you if you get out of the bathroom. It's in a very public place. Like I don't think nobody will be waiting for you. It makes it obvious. Like I disagree with her statement on this.
Yeah.
So about the argument that she made about like people waiting for you, considering where the bathrooms are placed.
Yeah.
And besides, people could be waiting for different reasons. Like they also want to use the bathroom. So like, okay. So predecessors to Tokyo transparent toilets appeared in 2002. This is not a new concept. This was in Switzerland in 2002 and in 2015. And the designer was Olivier Rambert. and he unveiled these two glass bathrooms in the city of Lausanne.
Yeah.
They had a controversial safety feature that automatically opened the doors and turned the glass transparent if the sensors detected no motion for 10 minutes. So that could conceivably help users who fall unconscious and need medical attention, he quoted.
Yeah.
So he was thinking that, okay, after 10 minutes, like you don't need to. So if you're in a bathroom and you're not moving for 10 minutes, it's just going to turn back transparent. And then I'll be able to see, and people will be able to see that something is wrong with this person. So that's the people were criticizing him. This is in 2002 and 2015.
Okay.
Different situation in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So before the ones in Tokyo,
there was
somebody
like a
else
pilot
came up with
program,
somebody else like was experimenting with this concept, and they actually opened one in this city in Lausanne. I don't know where that is. Lausanne. And then he said that after 10 minutes, if you're not moving, it's just gonna turn back to. And people were kind of criticizing, which I agree with.
Yeah, I think that's a bit weird.
Which I agree with.
Because sometimes people do spend more than 10 minutes in the bathroom.
Yeah, so now other countries have faced other issues with public bathrooms, like in Korea. It's plagued by like proliferation of tiny cameras placed in hidden places in the public toilets, in stores, as well as changing rooms in shops and hotels. So the problem is like it became so serious that the government in Seoul, the capital of Korea, had to appoint 8,000 people to inspect each bathroom and remove these cameras. People are perfect.
Yo,
like this is unlocking another fear in me.
Yeah,
because like
just that fear of being watched, and
if you're in a hotel, you want to feel like your privacy is respected, and if you're being filmed and you're doing like, there are things that people do in their own privacy you don't want people to know about these things. It's got nothing to do with harming people. I'm just saying there are things that you know really what I mean.
Just don't want people to
see like you know what I'm saying. But anyways, people are perverts. So 2 billion people, or about a quarter of the world's population, do not have access to toilets. I don't understand why this is relevant. So this, according to the World Health Organization, so they installed a flushable toilet surrounded by one-way mirrors. No, this is not a good idea. So this is like the World Health Organization that they installed.
To like bring awareness to.
They installed a toilet with one-way mirrors. So if you're inside,
you can see the
outside. If you're outside, you cannot see the inside. But if you're inside, you have this feeling that people are probably looking at you, even though you know they're not. It's not a good idea.
That's a bit weird. Like
it's very weird, man. Like no.
But I think that's they probably think, okay, this is gonna drive the message home, right? Because maybe
I don't know.
They're trying to say, we want you to know how it feels to do it out in the public or in the open, just like all these people without toilets have to. In a sense,
so they were trying to simulate the experience of this, like of relieving yourself in public view. They're trying to see. So it had one-way mirror. So they're trying to see from the perspective of somebody who will be on the inside, like how are you gonna feel? So now they saw that 200 people tried out the store over the course of the day. Damn, 200.
Yeah.
They had to go.
Quite a couple,
they had to go. These 200 people had to go. If they knew of any other public toilets that were close by, they would have actually held it and went to those toilets. Anyways. So in Japan, the Nippon Foundation, which is basically saying the Japanese foundation, because they call it, the Japanese call Japan Nippon.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Nippon Foundation plans to install toilets designed by other prominent architects at 17 locations by next year. But Talia Harris, a freelance writer who has lived in Tokyo for 7 years, said she did not see the project as a practical solution to safety concerns. Personally, she thinks that this will make people feel even more uncomfortable, especially for women.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. She said she would continue to use the public bathrooms in Tokyo train stations despite the lack of hand soap. She always brought her own, particularly because of the virus. This is at the time where the virus was still rampant. And she said that she would like them to address that before they come up with these new magic toilets, she said. Okay. And that's the end of the article.
Wild.
So just let us know. Transparent of toilets.
Yeah, transparent toilets.
The transparency of the toilet.
Very fascinating
Yeah.
concept. I'm actually gonna search up to see how they're doing, and
We're gonna attach the link to the article if you
Yeah.
wanna like go through it yourself.
yeah, we'll attach the link to the article, and it's a pretty interesting one actually. There's a lot of like fascinating things happening in Japan.
Yeah,
think
well, I think so too. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I'll visit Japan just to see this. Not just for this. Once I get enough money in my life,
yeah.
that's the first and foremost. I might visit. Japan is definitely on my list to visit.
Come on, yeah, same. I would love
Tokyo
to,
specifically,
I would love to visit Tokyo as well.
and Osaka.
Sorry. No worries. Just
Yeah.
wanna get this charging. Yeah, Japan is on my bucket list too.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's a stunning country as well.
It is.
I always see like lots of beautiful scenery, imagery.
Yeah, it looks very technologically advanced.
It
And
really
then on the
does.
countryside, it looks very traditional. Like it looks like you would find something that's been there for at least 500 years, like a castle
True.
or something that's
Yeah.
been there for a very long time. I'm interested in this type of like things that have been there.
Yeah, like
Not changed.
preserving like the ancient culture and like olden architecture and that
That
kind of
in
thing.
terms of architecture, not in terms of behavior.
Yeah, of course.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely the architecture.
You can keep the place ancient.
Yeah.
Don't keep your behavior ancient. I'm kidding. I'm
yeah,
kidding,
yeah.
man.
Nah, facts. Don't
Yeah.
keep your behavior ancient. Okay, nice. I think we got some pretty good stuff today.
Cool. Okay, cool people.
Cool, guys.
Comments.
Yep. Let us know your thoughts.
This is us.
This is us.
Peace.
Awesome.